Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on, YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short, little unboxing video to show with you guys. This knife drops literally right now, the moment that this video went live. If you were one of the first few people to click on this video, the drop went live at that'll be July 17th at 3 p.m. Eastern time, or 2 p.m. Central Standard Time if you live in my area. I don't know what all that. I'm not going to do all the time zones. It's right now. So this just kind of lined up perfectly, and it's something that I am interested in for myself. And the gentleman behind this knife said, "Would you like to check out the base form of this knife?" And I said, "Absolutely," because I plan to pick one up. So I figured I'd share this with you guys. Thanks so much to Null Knives for sending this in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Let's go ahead and find out what we've got here. So I have shown off a really crazy version of this knife, but as cool as that knife is, the crazy colors and damascene steel, it's not always for everybody. So I thought, oh boy, oh, I forgot. So this is a more base version, but it's also still in a really cool seal. So here's what we have here. This is the Null Knives Vandal. A much more subdued look on this guy. Definitely going to be more preferable for a lot of people. I love this carbon fiber. Now you can also get this knife in the true base form, which is Vanax. I forgot that you were sending the damascene steel one. That's cool. So I also have the crazy version, which you guys saw me review here recently. I'm going to compare this pre-production prototype now with this other damascene steel version. So this is a launch exclusive. I don't know if this will pop up on the page today or if they did some other... I don't know if it's part of it. I don't have the full details there. But this is the crazy double polished deep etch damascene steel with the crystal titanium. The Vandal is one of my favorite releases of 2025. I'm going to tell you guys right now, like, this is definitely in my top 10 best of 2025 easily. Hands down. I absolutely love it. I think this version here with the titanium and the carbon fiber and the more subdued, like kind of the standard version of damascene steel that we expect to see, I think this looks really good. And for people who don't want, maybe you still want damascene steel, but you don't quite want the super reflective one, you could go with this. And then the standard version of the knife, like just the base form version of the knife, is Vanax, titanium, and then your choice of either like micarta or carbon fiber, and I believe those start at either 375 or it could be 365, 375, or 385. I honestly can't remember. I don't know what this one costs. I know that this one will be listed, if it hasn't been yet, will be listed at 725. Obviously that's like the crazy version, but yeah, I think what we're looking at here is full on, like with this one that was a pre-production prototype. I think that this legitimately is exactly how this will look. It's interesting that on this version you have the silver studs, or like the polished titanium studs, and then on this guy you have black, which actually matches better. I mean, like, it's also the same way with probably not the pocket clip, but the pivot. Like, you still have the knurled pivot on both, and you can probably expect the same on the standard version. But on the launch exclusive, it is like a satin, like a metallic finish, I guess. So yeah, it's nice to see the standard version. I really like this. Like, I know I want this, right? Definitely, but I feel like I might have to buy a standard one to go with it as well. It's just really good. The other reason is because this has the exact ergonomic profile that I like to use. My previous favorite version, my previous favorite model from Null Knives is the Voodoo. I absolutely love the Voodoo. I own a couple of them, and one of them I use. I have one that I save clean, because I'm a snobby, annoying collector. I always have knives I plan to use that are really nice. I buy a duplicate so that I can keep one nice and use one. But I love it, and it has a very similar ergonomic profile. This is a lot like the Voodoo in styling and aesthetic, except it has a different blade shape. The blade shape is bigger, and it has more open ergonomics. It's got more room in the handle, So if you like the Voodoo and you wished it was a little bigger, maybe a little bit more of a straight profile, that's exactly what the Vandal is. I don't know if I've said the name of this knife yet, the Vandal. But yeah, this is my first time seeing or being able to like actually handle a Vandal that's not some crazy ultra ridiculous version. Obviously, you know, this is not a knife that I would actually carry and use. Maybe you would. But not that I don't have knives that cost as much or more that I do use. The Rockstead Higo 2, for example, is double that, and I have used that into oblivion. But it's because I know that they're. I mean, like these are essentially made as collector's items, and they're limited. And I would want to keep something like this perfect. But I would not be opposed to using the Damasteel version of this. Just like the standard Damasteel version or just the Vanax version. I'm not sure which one I would... honestly, like as much as I like the Damasteel version, I think that's really, really cool. I think I would prefer to just purchase the standard one in Vanax. Vanax is one of my favorite steels of all time. Very, very similar to MagnaCut, if you're not familiar. Slightly higher... Unless you're getting MagnaCut like way up there at 64. Vanax is extremely comparable in edge retention. Like slightly better, I think, than when you're talking about average HRC MagnaCut. But yeah, I think people have pointed out to me when you get MagnaCut up there, like 63, 64 especially, it's probably going to do a little better. But your Vanax has, the main differences are going to be a higher rate for corrosion resistance and slightly lower toughness. But otherwise, extremely comparable. Essentially, a use it and forget about it type of steel. You do not have to baby Vanax, same like you don't have to baby MagnaCut. I think they're absolutely awesome steels. The main part of the Vandal that I like so much is not just because I've already reviewed this. I said all this in the review, but the main part, to shorten it up, is the ease of manipulation and overall engagement with the knife. Wherever you are comfortable disengaging that frame lock, you can simply do that. Higher, lower, whatever. If you want to engage with the thumb tetrahedron thing, you can totally do that. You want to use it to reverse flick the knife, you can totally do that. I like to use the meat of my finger on there, no problem. You can also ignore it completely and use the ledge of this little sort of fuller groove thing. It works perfectly. It is so friendly to the human hand. It's also got plenty of access to that lock bar. It looks like it would be aggressive with the knurling, but it is not. I think I could sit and fidget and open this and close this knife like 100 times in a row, and it would be just as, probably not just as easy, but you can do it comfortably without any part of the knife annoying your hand, which is great for just when you're using the knife and also when you're sitting around watching TV, fidgeting with it, annoying your significant other. This is definitely as far as like drop knives for 2025, like smaller batch drop knives, this is one of my most recommended 2025 knives. So I have a feeling you'll have a little bit to get your hands on these. If these special ones drop with the post at 3 Eastern, they'll probably go pretty quick. But you'll probably have a bit to get your hands on a Vandal. But as far as like knives at this price point, at this tier, you know, the high-end production the quality production knives in this tier, this is definitely one of my favorite things of 2025. I'm a huge fan of Null knives. I think this is a huge winner. So check it out for sure. That's going to be it today, guys. Thanks so much to Null for letting me check out one of these and sample it for myself before I almost inevitably purchase another one. Whoops. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.